Holy Moses coming at you live from the Lay Frame Podcast. All right, guys, we are in a fucking building. Yeah, we're in a fucking building. So we're going to welcome our first guest in our awesome fucking building, Mr. CJ, the Vanilla Gorilla. And to pronounce your last name, Gianfrancisco.
Right on.
Right?
That's it. Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. And the food showed up. The Domino's pizza guy just showed up right now. Or some strippers, because I love the hat.
I'm gonna go with the strippers.
The strippers? Yeah, right. Everybody wants strippers. All right, man. Hey, glad to have you on. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
So, most people know me by either CJ or Vanilla Gorilla. Been in the car industry scene since I was 10, 11 years old. I'm 40 now. Anything from hot rods to you name it, I've done it all. It's kind of just my passion. The people and the scene and everything like that's what makes it so great.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, man. Oh, right now you got the longest distance of a guest. Fucking, how far do you drive, man?
Hour and a half from Florence, the gated community.
From the gated community of Florence. Shout out to Florence, man. Holy shit, you got the longest distance.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go, guys. Longest distance so far is CJ. So anybody else want to beat that? The next guest, you got to come farther out. So, let's go. All right, let's get into it. You have a car club. You're more in the hot rod. So what is your car club?
It's just me and a bunch of my buddies. Call it the Ape Rod Coalition.
Okay.
So my brother, his name's Susio Chongo. Yeah. Fucking great. And then we have another guy. We wear monkey masks and just make a
pretty
fun
much
and have a good old time. But we're all light-hearted car people. We're not just into hot rods. We're into everything. So we kind of just started our own little group of people that hang out, and we go to every different kind of event, shows, bikes.
So pretty much general everything. Support it all.
Instead of just being one niche of the car scene, where
you guys are more than one thing. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. That's fucking awesome, dude.
So, yeah, it makes it fun because you get to see and meet and go different places.
Check out different ideas.
So anytime you ever see like that bus that's with me or anything.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my brother Susio.
Okay. All right. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fucking next time I'll probably see if we can get him on. Or get both of you guys on,
we can both get on, yeah.
Hell yeah. And you have your own business also, correct?
I do my own hot rod stuff. I do it for people and stuff like that. Vanilla Gorilla Speed Shop. And then day-to-day stuff, I'm a plumber, so I'm good at laying pipe or playing
Cool. There you go, man. Ladies, remember, ladies, he'll lay some pipe for you. He'll make sure it's clean. So, how long have you been?
What's up, Susio?
Oh yeah. He's already commenting. Hell yeah, what up, yo? Hopefully we'll have both of you on next time. So, so you've been doing hot rods, mini trucking, and a bunch of stuff in general.
My dad and all his buddies are all old school hot rod guys. There's a guy that I remember from probably like when I was 5 or 6, and his name was Kevin Gilmore, and he always had Ford trucks with Chevy stuff. And his old saying was, "Built Ford tough with Chevy stuff."
And it's true because you do see
it's very true.
Yeah.
That the 350's always been a dime a dozen. Now you look at the LS, it's pretty much the same thing now.
It's that's true. The LS is what the 350.
Oh yeah.
And now I hate to say it, now 350s are like cheap.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Cheap as fuck.
I still love building them. I love the new technology, but I still love the old stuff.
I saw a 305. A dude literally was like, "Come get it. Just come. I'll pull it out the car." I'm just like, damn, dude, I'm like, you want a 40 or something? Like, I'll fuck it. Like, and I was like, I don't need a motor. I'm like, I need a vehicle.
Yeah. They are. But a lot of people just don't like they don't like working on them. So that's why they like the computerized stuff, which is cool.
Are you a fan of the LSs or?
I like them. Yeah, they're great. I don't have nothing against them, but I still like my old school stuff too. I like to mix, when I do stuff, I like to mix new with old and mix different genres together. That's the best part about it. I like to use mini truck influences on some of my stuff. With bagging and stuff, like the wagon.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that.
That thing, it's dropped on its nuts, but it's all static on Kragers.
And that still looks sick as fuck, dude.
So
I like that. Is it a Caprice?
It's a Caprice, yeah. 92 Caprice wagon.
Okay, yeah, because I know they have those in Brohams too.
They have that.
The Broham and the
Buick Roadmaster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I was like, I hope it's not Buick. And I saw the Chevy symbol, and I was like, nope, there you go. Hell yeah, dude. So you just pretty much in general just build everything and anything.
Everything and anything, yeah.
Yeah. As long as it's got wheels.
As long as it's got wheels. Here's a funny story. Get drunk one night and I'm on a government site, and because I'm such a gearhead, I tried to buy a train. I won the bid for the train,
but
the
they won't
problem
sell
is-
it to you.
Well, no, they'd sell it to me, but I had no way to get it from Georgia back to Arizona.
Oh
So
shit!
I had to
No.
forfeit the
Damn.
thing,
You what
yeah.
you should have done? Should be like, can you put it on the tracks for me?
Yeah.
You know, and it's just
So-
just figure out a way to get it. Well, I'll probably get it to run because I used to work for it was called Interrail Transport, and we would get on the locomotive, and the dude I used to watch the dude fucking push a bunch of buttons. I'm like, damn, dude, start him up and drive. I'm just like, there you go. You could have drove it.
But that's what I've always wondered though. Like, so if there's a train sitting somewhere and you get on it and you take it, is it Grand Theft Auto or is it joyriding? Because you can only go wherever the tracks take you.
Yeah, yeah, you can't
So-
go anywhere else. So it's
So
it's one of the
is it a
two.
joyride?
Depending if the okay, here's the thing. Do the police have trucks like that?
No.
See, now we just gave somebody an idea to go take a railway car and just steal it, you know, if I could take off with it. Fucking shit. So you've been in the scene just pretty much as when you
whole
were
life,
born.
yeah.
Just damn,
It's-
dude.
I remember one of my dad's first trucks. So he had a 69 Camaro with a 396 4-speed car. And it got T-boned. So he pulled all that drivetrain out and put it in a 53 Chevy pickup.
Oh shit.
And, you
Like-
know, back then we're talking.
Oh, that was way
In
ahead
the
of its
80s
time.
and
Yeah,
90s.
yeah, that's
That's-
pretty much ahead of its time at
Yeah.
that time.
So, you know, he front clipped it, did all that stuff with that Camaro. And the funniest thing about that truck is back then, every panel was interchangeable because they had step side beds. So every panel was a different color on that truck.
Yep.
And people used to think it was the biggest turd.
I'm like, no, you can
And-
polish a turd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Come on, people are driving TV dinners out there, bro.
Yep.
People are driving other
It's-
people's like work, and it's like, and then you look at it like, damn, dude, you're driving that. Like, how did that thing drive? And you're like, it drives, it runs.
Well, I get that all the time in the 41. And
Oh, yeah?
Everybody's like, I can't believe that. Like, a funny story. So me and Susie are going to Saddle Shore Ranch, and we're going down 66. We're right outside of Seligman, and a guy in a Ford Focus STI hatchback.
Oh fuck it,
We're
here
doing
we
like
go.
80 and a
Then they
65.
whole all like,
and he goes around us, and I had just put a new transmission in the car. So like, man, I really don't want to beat it up. I had miles from Florence to Seligman. That's all the miles that were on it. And something
So-
told me to go after him. So I got out on the road and I just took off and dropped a gear and got next to him. And I just kept on walking. He was trying to keep up with me.
And he's just creeping and just bye bye.
And oh yeah, I just walked right past him in the car. And that car, I've had that car to 155, 160 before I let out of it because I got scared because the front end started floating.
That's see that
That car's
that's-
built to drive. I got over 100,000 miles on that 41
shit.
Chevy since I built that car.
and that's pretty much bare bones motor,
Motor,
fucking
trans,
drop in, go and like
Yeah.
that. No key, you know,
no, it's push
speedometer.
button, no speedometer. Speedometer is my phone. you
Oh
know,
shit!
That's it's
And
just
it,
what
like,
it
does
is.
a gas mark at
Uh,
least? No,
yeah,
you
it's
just
got a
are
gas
you or do
gauge.
you? Oh, okay. I'm like that's
It's got oil, water, volts, and gas in it.
oh the
and a
separate.
tack.
Oh the set. Oh okay.
But you know, I've
Exactly.
drove the car for so long, I pretty much know how fast.
Because I know that thing don't got wipers in it. Because I
No, no
remember
wipers.
seeing that thing without wipers.
No wipers,
Yeah.
no
Yep.
heat, no AC.
Yep.
And you can't. It ain't like a new car. No traction control. None of that bullshit.
Oh yeah, because you're fucking fucking sliding sideways. Shit. Just even pulling
But-
out a parking lot, it's like.
But
trying to
yeah,
fucking
so
get on it.
I kept going. I got like a mile and a half, 2 miles down the road, and I pulled over, waited for Susie to catch up with me. And we stopped at one of our normal stops where we had stop on 66, hang out, have a beer, stretch
Yeah.
our legs. He's like, dude, that car was sitting back there with the hood up.
Uh,
So we get to the event that we're going to, and it was actually Havasu. It wasn't Saddle Shore Ranch. We were doing the Rockabilly show.
oh okay.
And the guy shows up and he asked my brother, he's like, so what's in that car? He's like, enough. He's like, what happened to you? He's like, oh man, it melted the turbo and a cam sensor. We had to limp it in limp mode all the way to Kingman.
Oh jeez. That's gotta suck when they're fucking shits off. Yeah, but sometimes I hate to say it, there are some vehicles that are built very well, and then there are some cars that are built, they look very well. They look good built, but like it's fucking just
The
completely
look quality's
rigged.
not
It-
there.
yeah. You know,
Well-
wires are tucking this way, stuff's exposed, stuff's like it's half-assed almost at the time.
So
Yeah.
what we call them is working class hot rods
See?
because we don't have paint on them. But you know, I drive my stuff, so the
Yeah.
paint doesn't bother me because I don't have to worry about scratches,
Yeah, or dance.
dents, or any of that stuff. So yeah, we call them. You know, a lot of people call them rat rods, but when you stop and think, I've got full suspension. The suspension's all built. It's not anything from a junkyard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
motor's all
so
built.
it's
It's-
more like a modern rat rod
yeah,
kind
it's-
of.
Yeah, so we call them
Yeah.
working class hot rods.
Oh, that's tight.
You know,
That's
that-
that's something different.
you
Working
know.
class hot rods.
And that's kind of what we
Shit.
build. We build drivers. We want cars that we can take anywhere we want. You know,
Yeah.
we took the bus all the way down Pacific Coast Highway. Yeah, cruised. The bus had no
Damn,
seats. I had a
dude.
lawn chair, dude. I just sat in the back like this the whole way,
Fuck.
all the way down the coast. We did Death Valley, went all the way through Death Valley into.
That thing's been through hell and back though.
Oh yeah,
That
dude,
fucking.
and that's LS powered.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and so it's got a 03 Tahoe. 03 Tahoe. It's on a OBS chassis that's fully built.
Oh, so you.
It's
Oh,
all
okay.
modern, and the body's just sat
So
on
it
there.
just sat
yeah.
on there. Okay, that's not bad, dude. Fucking, that's awesome when you do that.
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
I like that because sometimes, and then there's sometimes a lot of people like, I don't know why they would do. I'm like, you're either gonna do two things. You're gonna get an old ass car. You're either gonna fight with it and order all these parts and spend all this money, or you can go get something like a Crown Vic or something of that
Yep.
and cut it up the right way, sit it, cut it up correctly, set the
exactly
body
it.
on, and then boom, you have a registered fucking 1950s, 1960s, whatever, or 40s or 20s, but the whole underneath is just, oh shit, it's a fucking Crown Vic.
I remember one time I was
Ports.
going up to Prescott, and there was a McLaren on the 101, and we were just right outside of Scottsdale Road on the 101 heading towards the 17. And we're running on the freeway. He eventually got me because that car's got way more top end
Yeah.
than I got.
Yeah.
But we're running 130 down the freeway, and he's giving me thumbs up. I'm giving him thumbs up. We're taking pictures of each other's car.
Nice.
And we're on the 101 side by
Just
side at
fly.
130 miles an So you stop and you think about it. but,
It's
you know,
just somebody's different, you know.
Everybody has a different taste.
Yeah.
I respect everybody's build. It may not be my exact style, but I know what goes into building something. So, I have that respect. For
Yeah,
it. That's
it's
just what it
dude,
is.
it's blood, sweat, and tears, and
yeah.
literally, and sometimes you lose girlfriends, and sometimes,
Oh, yeah.
homies get pissed is about, oh, well, I thought you were gonna help me. Like, nah, bro, I gotta finish my own shit. Like, not everybody. Everybody thinks it's all like, oh, like on TV. No, I'm like,
No, it ain't like
I
that.
go, you turn off the camera, and you're like, okay, cool. We're told we have to get this car to this place by this time. All right, cool. We're here till 5, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, leaving, coming back. You're pulling all-nighters. I remember pulling a couple all-nighters just trying to go to a mini truck show.
Oh yeah,
you
plenty
know?
of times that I've thrown something together just so I could drive it 1,000 miles with no
Yeah.
miles on it, just to see. Well, so the TV show Roadkill,
Yeah,
perfect example of that. That's my style of the way I do things.
pretty much
You know,
drive it and see
drive
how
it,
far you're gonna make it, and
And
then
if it breaks, I'm gonna fix it.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And I like to be able to drive my stuff. I want it to be drivable, dependable. I think driving to a show or driving to an event is just as much as fun as being at the event with my buddies because of the adventure that
To
you get
get there.
have to
Yep.
get there.
Yeah, it's
You
like
know?
you ever do Cruise to the Pines?
Yeah.
Fucking just to drive up there is fucking
Yep.
nice, dude. That's it. Everybody meets up and we used to take over the gas station, but
Yeah.
the gas station people got a little mad about that.
Gas station.
Yeah,
So one
I
of
don't
the
know
stops
why.
we stop on 66, we were doing donuts, and they got mad at us and kicked us out of the gas
I don't know
So-
why. We're gonna bring you more business.
station. Yeah,
That's like the one that's up there on the way to Cruise to the Pines. Now we can't now they don't want us to stop there.
No congregating. at
Yeah,
all.
so it's like because at that gas station because it's like they're afraid it'll take their business. I'm like, dude, I go, that's the whole point. Like we go give them a bunch of business and we
Yep.
take that cruise through town or the other way if you don't want to go through there. Like
Yep.
hell yeah,
it's-
dude. But always having a dependable car is good. Or like most people, you drive it, break it, fix it, and drive
Yep.
it again. And
I can't see, and there's a lot of people, and some things I get putting a trailer on or a car on a trailer. Like you start looking at some of the stuff that Tom has.
oh yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
that's understandable.
Yeah.
But if it's just something that you can drive, like you look at Dan, he drives his truck.
Yeah.
He's gonna get mad because I call it blue balls, but that's what I nicknamed his truck.
Oh, I
But-
can't wait till fucking. I'm
thing
waiting for
with it
Dan to
is
comment now.
Yeah, but he drives his truck. It doesn't just get
Yeah, he that motherfucker puts miles on that.
and
thing.
I enjoy people that.
Yeah,
do
he
that.
puts it in
Once-
4x4 mode.
Yeah,
so
puts
he
it
can.
in 4x4 mode for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But,
Shout out to Dan.
But yeah, there's certain things that I get putting on a trailer, but
Yeah,
the point of building them for me is to be able to get out and drive them and enjoy them. What's
Yeah.
the point putting all that money and energy in it if I can't to drive it onto a trailer, back it off a trailer, and drive it around a show? To me, that's just not fun.
no. The fun part is fucking get driving it and going. I think my tags are expired. I think so. I don't know. Just stay behind me, and you're just driving to one show, and you're like, cool.
Did I
But
put
it was
insu-
fun. But it's fun, It's
Well,
like,
with me, with the
We
amount
don't-
of vehicles I
yeah.
have, did I put insurance on this?
yeah,
one?
there we go. Did I put
You know,
insurance?
this is what I have
like the
insurance on
plates
it.
are good. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
good on the
So,
plates.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's-
That is the fun part, man. Is the adventure of getting together and be like, all right, let's go mob somewhere.
Well, the thing that is the people that you meet along the way while
Mhm.
you're doing it. You'll
Yep.
hear people, oh, I have someone that had this or someone that knew that. I've met a lot of people that know someone that I know from the scene in another part of the country just because I drove my car somewhere.
That's nice, man.
So that part of it, is
Hell
fun.
yeah, that's what it's always
Yeah.
about.
We have Anthony England.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
He said, "My fucking guy."
My fucking guy, Anthony England.
And then
Hopefully he gets on here. That's what we're trying to get him on here too.
Derek Bader.
Yeah.
We had a few super fun cruising trips with you.
That's
Oh, yeah.
that's old man. That's old man Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's old man Derek from Freaks of Nature.
Yeah. Well, yeah. and
Wa-
Matt-
wandering.
so me and Matt have had a lot of fun,
Oh, the mad scientist
Yeah.
with the Mazda.
No, Matt.
With the fucking Toyota. Yeah.
Well, even
Freaks of Nature.
even the extreme low guys, I roll
Yeah.
with them all the time. But a lot of times we'll cruise the east side all the way to the west side, man.
Hell
and
yeah.
I'll run past every one of those guys in the car, and then I'll slow all the way back down so they can all roll right past me, and I can videotape them all. And that's
Yeah.
all the fun.
Yeah,
of it.
because I've seen a couple of the videos that you've done.
yeah,
yeah,
and that
okay.
stuff's fun, man. It's
It's always fun.
and like
Beautiful.
I was telling you earlier, I'm honored that I've made such a name for myself in the community that I can go to any event in any vehicle that I have,
and
and no one cares what I show up in.
Nope.
And that's the most awesome
You know
part
why?
about it.
You know why? Because you got famous on another show, but we'll talk about that in a little bit.
I've been famous on another show.
We'll get to that part. We'll get to that part. So, what are you actually building right now? Like, are you building anything currently that you're trying to get running, or
I'm
you
building
just
a couple different things.
okay? What
So,
you got going?
I got a 77 Vet that we're going to do wide body, 6.2 LS twin turbo in that.
Oh shit,
Doing
that's gonna be nice.
an 80 C30 with a little bit weird stuff to it. but
Okay.
I don't want to get into exactly
All
what
right.
that's
Cool.
gonna
Cool.
be.
All right. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
going to try to bring that out for the cruise of Pine so everybody can be surprised with it.
Nice. All right.
So,
Cool.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
that's going to be something different. So that'll be a cool one. And then I got a couple. I got a 92 two-door Blazer, S10 Blazer, and I got a 91 single cab short bed Blazer.
nice.
So those are both going to get body dropped and bagged eventually.
hell yeah.
Just those,
Yeah.
I got-
Everybody's got every single project
I got
lying
so many
around.
projects. I think right now I got 15 or 16 cars.
Oh shit.
So yeah,
Damn.
I got a lot.
Like
So
that's a big
it's
old long.
always juggling around what I'm going to
Yeah.
do for this one or that one. The problem with it is I get bored with one. So if I move to another one, or I'll get stuck on a project where I can't figure something out. So I'll go work on something else so I can clear my mind.
Yeah,
so
and
that
then
way-
get back to that
and
project.
then I'll get back to that one. So
Yeah, I got about the same problem. I got like two of
got
them
a
in my
lot of
driveway.
irons in the fire when it comes to that.
It's hard though. Sometimes like you get in. Sometimes you get some good motivation, and sometimes it's like
it's
like
you know,
I don't fucking feel like
it's
touching it.
discouraging sometimes
Yeah.
because like you have an idea of how you want something to work,
And it doesn't go
always
out
work
that way. Yeah.
and like you're set on it. So then you're gonna try to readapt yourself to understand, hey, we got to change this so that it works better, it's more functional or
Yeah.
whatever the situation with it is.
It always gets frustrating sometimes
Yeah.
when you go to do something, you're just like fuck.
And then we've all been in those times where we're eating potatoes and ramen.
Yeah,
can buy
yeah, just so we
whatever
can get
part-
that one
one
part
part
we
that-
need.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
it's just that's what
yeah.
it is.
I think I made some sacrifices so I can get that parts truck that I have right now. But it's just like, yeah, you gotta hinker down. A lot of people think that building any vehicle is just you fucking just throw money at it. Yeah, they're money pits.
Oh yeah,
They are money pits.
yeah, they're more expensive
know,
than a drug habit.
Fuck yeah. That's why it's funny though, because a lot of people go, you got to act a certain way, because there's going to be a little kid. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I'm like, and I had a mom. I've had a couple moms that are like, oh, can my son take a picture next to your truck? Go right ahead. And I'll tell the little kid, hey man, I go, if you work hard enough, bro, you can get one.
Yep.
And the mom will be like, oh, and I tell the mom, I go, hey, it's better than a drug habit.
Oh, it is.
I go, you're going to spend a lot of money, but
definitely
it's rewarding at the end.
Yeah, you get something out of it.
Yeah.
You're not just wasting your money,
Nope.
pissing it away.
Yeah, you get it. It's rewarding in the end that you just like, oh shit, check out, I built that. I did that. You know what I mean? This is my truck and I get to cruise around. People like, hey, I like your truck. And you're just like, man, this bitch is dirty as hell. Like,
Yeah, I get it all the time. And there's sometimes, it's awesome, but then other times, like you're in a rush trying to go somewhere and
Yeah, it's
everybody
like-
wants to talk to you.
yeah, you're like, ah.
I remember one time we were at a gas station. My car has no paint on it.
Well, yeah, well, obviously.
And this guy's like, you ever gonna paint? I was like, man, it was painted when I left, but it's so fast, it just came off in one sheet on the freeway. And
there we go.
my
The
brother
wrap
was
fell
with
off.
me, and I walked in to get something out of the gas station, and he's like, So what do you have to do to get the paint to stick to that? He thought I was being serious, didn't realize that I was being sarcastic with him about it. Oh, dude, it was funny.
Jeez, that's always funny, man. When you
So-
get people who are like, "What?" I like some people be like, "Oh man, how do you get out of driveways?" And I'm like, "You just hit the switch, go up, and then you drive, man.
Yep.
Like, it's not hard. Like, it's like you get in a Cadillac, they adjust, they self adjust, and if you got enough money and your Acura can self adjust too, if you want it, same creature comforts,
Yep.
that you get, like
I remember.
Nathan Ashlock said the vanilla gorilla. What up,
yes,
fellas?
there we
What's
go.
up, brother?
Fucking Nate. I want to get Nate on too, but I don't know. He has a badass 10.
Yep.
He's a founder of the Dimes.
So that's funny. The color of his truck
No, that purple.
is a spinoff of Plum Crazy Purple, which is a Mopar color. Chrysler.
Oh yeah, but
Okay.
okay, I didn't know that.
So it's a flat. But the funny part about that, so I did a re-edition of it. What Chrysler was going to originally call that back in the 70s was statutory grape.
Statutory grape. Wow, that's
But
awesome.
they said it was too risque of a name back in the 70s to
Well,
use it.
trust me, dude. Remember the commercials for some of those
Oh, yeah.
for Chevy and stuff? Like, all right, and you're just like, or like the girls would be like, "Oh, I like that truck," and you're just like, "What the hell?" There was a lot of bikinis in some
Oh, yeah. So
commercials.
I changed the color. So the color on El Jefe is statutory grape. I went to, why am I having a brain space age? And we tweaked Plum Crazy Purple a little bit and made it into my own color statutory grape.
That's fucking tight.
So
I bet you that had to be costly.
it was
Yeah.
a little spendy, but it was worth it because now I have my own paint color.
That's what's always good, dude. Like,
But- And
to
if it
do
wasn't
that.
for Nathan, and it was actually a cop that told us that at one of the Freddy's meets in
oh shit,
Santan, that's why
why Chrysler did
Chrysler
that
called it
color?
Plum Crazy instead of statutory grape because of the name.
Damn.
Because they had Sassy Grass Green, Pink
Yeah.
Panther Pink.
Yep.
So
Nathan Ashlock said, "Not no more.
that's
No,
right.
Wasn't a founder. Plum Crazy. Just a member of Dimes."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he sold the truck. I think.
All right. No, because I remember I hung out with him and he had it hidden somewhere.
He might
And
have
then
it.
and then he showed me the back half. His back half is fucking crazy on that thing. I hope, damn, dude, that's crazy.
And then,
I always thought he was. I always thought he was a founder.
yeah, and then me and Dan, we have a bottling career.
Yeah, I love that modeling crew. It's fucking both of you. Shit, all you need is that dude. You guys should fucking do a calendar. Swear to God.
We should. Well, like the hot rod shows and stuff. They all have pinup girls. So
Yeah.
all the pinup girls love me because I go pose with them and side
That's
plank
fucking-
with them.
that's
The
what
whole
I'm
trip
trying-
is so fun. And a lot of people are like, why do you do that? Do they get mad? I'm like, no, they don't get mad. They love it
Like, hey,
because
it's
I'm just
funny.
there having fun with them. I'm not making fun of them.
Nah, you're just like,
but-
hey, we can do
Yeah.
it too. It's
Yeah,
like
it's great. But I've met a lot of them. So a couple of them,
you got to do a calendar.
yeah.
You need to do a calendar, bro. That'd be fucking awesome.
they've actually invited me a few different times for shows that they put on pinup pageants where I get to be a judge and stuff.
That's fucking
which
tight.
is cool, and it's all just because I'm a bubbly, outgoing person.
There
having
you
fun
go.
With them.
That's the
So
way to
they're
do
like,
it, dude.
Hey,
People are
you
like,
do this. Come do this with us. And I'm like,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
perfect.
that's the
So,
way to do it, man.
yeah.
When you're doing stuff like that. And then the hat. Can people get that hat? Can I get
This
that
hat?
hat? I need to get a hat like that.
Yeah, I'll get you one.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I need one of those strip club
Strip
hats.
club veteran.
Dude, yeah.
So
I've
we
been going
were-
to the bush for a long time.
We were at Barrett Jackson on Sunday, and this lady walks up and she's like, "Thanks for your service." And I start laughing. I can't say it fast enough to be like, "Well, she didn't read it. All she said was
She's a
veteran."
solid veteran,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then she goes on about how her brother was a veteran. I'm like, well, I'm not really a veteran. I never served in the military. Like at that point in time, I was not
Yeah.
doing that.
Damn, dude.
I was like, but yeah. So now that's the inside joke. is-
oh god, dude.
thanks for your
That's
service.
thanks for your service. Shit, Alaska Bush Company should thank me for their service.
I've spent a lot of time at Wet Dreams.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time at the bush, like a lot.
I've been 86 out of the Desert
Yeah.
Flame.
Oh,
in Apache Junction.
damn fool! You got to do a lot to get 86 out of that spot,
Yeah.
like especially in
Yeah.
Apache Junction.
It was me and one of my buddies, Kelly. We started day drinking at the golf course in Santan and ended up at the steakhouse.
Ah.
And his wife got all pissed off at him. And so he got pissed and he's like, let's take that car of yours and go down to the strip club. So we're 3 sheets to the wind jumping El Jefe. And I don't condone drinking and driving.
Yes, we
But-
don't condone that.
hauled ass all the way down into Desert Flame, and we were so faded by the time we got in there that
Yeah.
we got ourselves kicked out 86 from Desert
Jeez.
Flame.
Jeez. Damn.
So yeah.
All right.
know.
Hell yeah, man. Let's get back into the whole LS and 350s and stuff. I've been a lot of people when you go to shows now are always like, oh well, LS. Like, do you feel that it's like, oh, you see one, you've seen them all, kind of, or do you think that they're doing it like they're dressing
Yes
them
and
up or no?
But the thing with it is there's so many different designs for like valve head covers that you can get that make them look like old school, that hide the coils. You can get remote coil packs that hide on fire. So you can do so much different stuff. It just depends on how much you want to get into and how much you want to spend and what amount of imagination you want to use to make it different.
Do you believe like the whole joke is that you can build an LS for less than $1,000? And I'm like, that's, to me, that sounds like bullshit.
No,
Well, you can get a junkyard block, yes.
Yeah,
you can get a block out of a Tahoe like my homie did.
So if you're not talking about the purchase price of the motor, you can make good amount of power for $1,000. But if you're going to put the purchase price in there with your harness,
the standalone and everything,
and the tuning for your computer to do it, no, you're not. You're already over $1,000.
So
it's just
that and that's what I tell people. Like, because my club president, he pretty much bought a Tahoe, yanked the motor out, fucking boom, 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 built it, put it in his truck, and then had to like go get the standalone. He tried to get it to work with the other one, but it wouldn't do it.
You can wire where you can, but you have to really
you got to be good,
and you have to know what pins to pull. And it's
a headache, man. Sometimes if you get into it and like you think you got it or like something messes up, and it's like
one of the weakest problems with the LS is the valve train. So the springs and that stuff.
Because that's the same fucking system they've used since Chevy came out. They haven't changed.
So the biggest thing to do is, to actually just make sure that it's even reliable to begin with is cam it and do your springs and your seats and your
so
heads.
Pretty much don't think that the fucking stock heads are still. And if not, you'll get that infamous tick and you'll be done.
Yep.
Yeah,
the other famous thing that I've always noticed with them, and all my work trucks for the plumbing company all got LSs in them. The O-rings on the pickup tubes for the oil pumps.
Those always fucking give out. Yeah.
So, and then you get low oil pressure, then it
fucking reads, and it's you wind up blowing them.
That's another downfall with them. But but then you look at a 350 or even a big block Chevy. If you don't tack the pickup tube on the oil pump,
you're fucked.
They'll come out vibrations of higher RPMs. So, is it that much different? No. It's
pretty much it's
everything has their own little problems. You look at Fords, they got those squealing belts and power steering pumps. They're just famous for it, and the racks.
Fucking the Lincolns. A lot of the Lincolns, they're the first thing that always goes out would be one of the pulleys, and then you have to replace that pulley and then the belt because it would fucking always. I had the problem in a Lincoln with the rack would always go out and the fucking belt. Every few days, fucking.
I always tell everybody every manufacturer is a piece of shit.
Oh, they all are.
Break.
They're all made to break, or they put them in something.
Just what they are.
Derek said, "Ask Matt how much he's in for his LS."
Yeah.
He's probably into it for a lot. I bet, dude.
That's a healthy truck. I'll tell you what. So, like I said, El Jefe stands on its own, and me and him played around, and he at top end with the weight that he has, power to weight ratio, he'll take me every time.
Oh shit!
But we've played on the freeway and we've had a lot of fun.
That truck is light as fuck.
It is.
So you're talking about a 93 Toyota, barely weighs a ton, already cut out, already built. So it's already weighing less than it is, and then you're talking about with the rear end it's got, and then on top of that fucking LS.
Yeah, it's a monster, dude. That truck is a monster.
He says it gets squirrely on him. He goes, sometimes I got to fucking like tap it when I take off. I'm like, holy fuck.
You can watch it like being a guy that builds chassis and builds cars. You can watch stuff and see things, and you can watch just the way that truck handles. And
there's no flex in that thing.
It's just what it is. My car's the same way. It's set up stiff.
Yeah, you do not like. Yeah. I've seen few where like you see they take off and you can see that little like twist to it, and you're just like, all right, cool. This guy's fucked. With his whole fucking chassis. But some chassis are built good, and then you got some guys that are build them, and then they just end up going halfway through, and then they're like, all right, they'll build it to all right, it's strong from here. Hey guys, Moses from Lane Frame Podcast. Like, subscribe. Go get your clothing from Body Drop Clothing. Go check them out. All right? Let's get back to the show.
I was young and dumb, and I
who
realized that I
didn't do
spent
that?
a lot more money not building everything the way it should be built to begin with. That's my thing is I just take my time, and I know how I drive and how hard I am on stuff.
So you're
I
like,
know exactly what I need to do.
built it,
You know.
built it so it can be, beat up on like
How many people do you know that just go and drop $500-$600 on a drive line just to make sure that they're not going to have an issue with it? Where they'll be
Not
like,
that
oh no,
many.
I'm just going to put U joints in it, and
No.
Yeah.
Not that, yeah.
so like
No.
my car, that's the same thing. It has a $500 drive line in it.
Yeah. My
it's
Mazda,
just the way it is.
was a $200 drive line, a custom straight drive line.
Yep.
Because my automatic had a 2-piece, and God, fuck, dude,
You got a
I
carrier bearer
I
every
can't
time.
stand the 2 pieces. I don't know why Mazda. I don't know why they fucking did that in their trucks. I get it, maybe because the 4x4 and they had to, get that little fucking angle. But
You got to make sure you get your angles right. So they're only supposed to have like 3 degrees each way.
yeah.
So that U joint has full motion, so that it doesn't break.
But when you're driving, when it's
Yeah.
bagged, you fucking pass that shit.
Oh, yeah,
that's out
that's-
the window.
yeah, that doesn't-
Yeah.
it's-
I ended up just literally getting a 1-piece drive shaft, spending the money because I didn't want the problem. You know, like later on down the road, then what am I gonna fight with? Cool, replace the fucking shit and be done.
Yeah, El Jefe's been it's been a 10-year project,
Yeah.
and I just evolutionize it as I go. Because
So you just keep bringing it up to date and up to date and up
Yep.
to date and up to date.
when I first built it, it had just regular toggle switches, and I did the wiring harness myself, and it was atrocious because I'm not a wiring guy. You drive it, it would start on fire. Just what it was.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm on fire.
I can make fun of myself just as much as anything else. It's just
Yeah,
the way it is.
I know how it is, dude.
And so we rewired it. Now it's got all the billet push button switch. It just
So you just keep upgrading and
Upgrading, yeah.
updating and bringing it up to date.
it's
And
it's
does
what
that
it is.
include everything like suspension and
suspension? Yeah. So
something-
that thing it's got I was gonna do tubulars, and I just haven't done them yet. But it's got all urethane bushings, high end ball joints in the front, QA1 coilovers in the front,
Oh, that thing's set.
fully
to
adjust.
fucking,
Yeah. The back's 4-linked with QA1 coilovers,
Oh,
fully
shit,
adjustable.
that thing's fucking ready to fucking
yeah.
hit the
So
road.
it moves down the road.
Nice.
But it's
It's got no wipers.
got no wipers. It's
It
no traction
fucking-
control. Ain't got none of
Yeah,
that shit.
you ever
gotta
put a
have
hood?
balls to
You ever
drive
put a
it.
hood on that thing? Or
Oh,
still don't got the hood on it, huh?
No, it's got the. So when I got the car, it had the whole side of the hoods were rusty, so you couldn't lift it up. So the
Oh.
visor is actually made from the back side of the hood. That's why it's got that V. That
So you just
follows-
ended up just fucking ripping.
Yeah, and I just made the front of it with that V, so it has the barrette. So you can
Oh,
see the,
okay.
yeah, I'm
Yeah, because I was just like, damn, I was like, I know that thing had to fucking come with a hood at some point.
It did. I'm actually gonna end up putting a manual 4-speed in it. I got a M22 Rock Crusher
Oh
monkey to
shit,
put in it
dude.
to get rid of the automatic because it likes to eat trannies.
Oh well, fuck. We'll talk off camera and I'll see what we can do. I'll see if I can take that tranny off your hands. Yeah, trying to build a couple Mazdas and looking for motors here and there.
But yeah, so I got that, and then I'm gonna pull the intake that's set up that's on it, and I'm gonna recam it again, and I'm gonna put a dual high-rise intake manifold on it
Oh shit,
because it's been that setup that I've had on there since I built the car. So I just want to change it up a little bit,
nice. That's gonna look
just so
fucking
it's
nice.
something different.
Oh yeah, and that car, yeah, that car is something different.
And I love the way that the Black Widow neighbor hater muffler sounds. So everything I own has those on them.
Damn, they're not sponsoring, but they might
No,
as well. They might
should,
as
but
well.
Yeah, it's just I
Shit.
love the way they sound. They're
I-
only like that big.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just-
My homie told me that those are like perfect for mini trucks because
they're
they're
perfect
just
for everything. They're small, they're compact. So that
But they
exhaust
sound-
on that's literally a shorty header dumps down, comes
then-
underneath the frame.
and then right there.
There's a muffler, and that comes right out the front fender.
Oh shit.
That's all there is.
Fuck, dude, that's super short.
Yeah.
Shit, mine just literally goes header, a half a pipe halfway through the cab, and that's it. And it's like
Yeah.
right there.
So
Like,
it's fun.
It's fine.
Before I put even mufflers on it, and it was just exhaust and just piped out. You'd be driving down the road if you're doing anything over like 45.
Oh, it started backfiring.
Then you had someone with you, you'd have to be like this to see if they need to go to the bathroom. If they were good, we were taking road trips because
Oh,
we couldn't talk to
shit.
each other in the car.
Damn,
Yeah, it
dude,
was
it's
so-
that loud.
But now with the mufflers on there, and
It's a little bit
I
quieter.
finally put Dynamat in it and carpet and
A little dress it up a little
a
bit.
little bit, yeah.
A little bit,
For the longest time, dude, I just drove it. I dailied it for a long time, just the way it
Yeah, I
was.
used to see that thing cruising up and down
Yeah.
the road a lot, dude. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and
there that fool goes. I'm like,
people were like,
Yeah.
I can't believe you daily that car. And I'm
I
like,
used, I used to trip out. Fucking, I was like, that fool drives in the rain too. I was like, yeah. And then somebody go, and then I go, no, I go, that fool probably sprayed the hell out of it with fucking Rain-X. Just
Rain-X, and you know what else works really good
What?
is turtle wax.
turtle wax.
If you wax your windshield.
Yeah.
So here's an old hot rod trick the old hot rodders and racers used to teach me that I learned is if you take double lot steel wool,
hmm
clean your windows really good with window cleaner because that'll take all the sand and all the imperfections out. It's kind of like pretty much polishing the glass. And then
Yeah.
you put a good coat of wax on there and then Rain-X, yeah, it just comes right off.
Fucking nice.
So
I use a lot of Rain-X.
yep. And
Buy
then
that
I
shit.
use that anti-fog on the inside.
Yeah.
That stuff works great.
Oh, I'm gonna have to remind myself how
yeah,
to
that
remind.
anti-fog, it's in a yellow bottle from Rain-X, and that stuff works great.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
So
Because
that's-
I hate that because it'll be fine on the outside.
and the
and
inside,
the inside
fogs up. Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible. And then
Yeah.
being a convertible, it's even worse. So it's
And that
like
car don't have side windows in it.
No.
I have them. I just never put them in. So
that car is fucking badass, bro. That car is something
It's-
else that you had. And
yeah.
it's a what year is that
it's a
thing?
41 Chevy Business Coupe. So the motor's a 383 stroker, 700 R4,
Damn.
and 373s with a mini spool in the back. So it's not even a locker; it's locked all the time. They don't have no give.
So it just fucking gets
Yeah.
it grabs and goes.
It grabs and goes.
Damn. Is that how you pretty much build every vehicle to grab and go?
Yeah, I love drag racing. Just speed. I like to go fast. I like to drive fast. Anybody that knows me knows I drive 100 miles an hour everywhere. My work truck, whatever it is. It's
Speed is like
speed.
I
that's-
gotta get to that shit pipe.
it's not even that I have to get anywhere. I like
Just-
that adrenaline. You know,
Just to fucking just flying down the road.
that part of it's fun for me. I enjoy that.
Hell yeah.
And
man.
having people that I can cruise with that like to do that is even more fun. When you're just rolling out 100 miles an hour and you're comfortable with the person you're with.
Yeah.
So it goes back to riding motorcycles.
Oh, definitely.
You know, when I rode bikes and stuff with people, like, and you ride in a pack and you have
Oh,
to
yep.
trust the person that's next to you.
Yep.
That's just what it is. So,
Definitely.
you know,
That's
it's
how it
fun to
always
do
goes.
that stuff. And I enjoy it. I really want to get into like land speed racing. I want to
Damn,
build like
dude.
a third gen Camaro to do like Bonneville Salt Flats and do the 200 mile an hour club.
Oh shit,
That's, like,
that'll be
one of my
sick as
dreams,
fuck.
yeah.
That's badass.
Because drag racing's great, but I've done it so many times. that,
It's you want
I want to go faster.
you want to go fast. You want that
You know,
rush.
I've made it on my street bike that I had an R1 for a long time, and I made it from Florence to Tucson in 25 minutes.
That's when you're can't drive. I would not.
I won't own one again because I'm a speed junkie. I was just like that adrenaline rush. I really find and it's weird driving at 100 miles an hour. I feel like complete peace and like solitude. Like my soul.
comfy, yeah,
I
like,
don't know
just
what
like-
it is.
It's like driving at 2 a.m.
Yeah, when there's
you know,
no one
it's like-
around.
Yeah, and you're just
I got some music going and I'm at 100 miles an
it's
hour.
like, wow.
It's like you can judge everything stir perfect. You're not going so fast that you can't see nothing, but you know nobody wants to run with you, so you're just kind of in your own
you're
little
just flying.
little
You're
program.
just rolling down
yeah.
the road and just like fucking hollering.
My
ass.
favorite thing to do is beat GPS. GPS says it's going to take me so long. I want to
I
see how
will
many minutes.
get there faster.
I want to see how many minutes I can shave off that.
There you go. That's how you got to do it. Always got to shave off that shit. So you've literally just been building everything and then just always trying to build it bigger,
Yeah.
better,
My first-
advance.
my first mini truck, and a lot of the guys that are old OGs and old school guys, they'll remember this. Is we used to use nitrogen and ball valves.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
little Larry play or the
Not even
MIC.
that.
They were MICs.
Actual ball
Actual
valves,
ball
plumbing-
valve?
Yeah,
The
plumbing ball
pieces?
valves.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, quarter turn ball valves, and it was my first truck was a '88 Mazda B2200,
Damn.
and I had a 350 with a 700 R4 in that, and it wasn't body drop, but it laid frame, and yeah,
Damn,
that was a
dude.
fun truck.
Yeah, I just,
But-
both of mine only have the 2.2s in it. They got
Yeah.
one's automatic, one's standard. You know, the parts truck standard. Like I'm just like I want to rip out the motors and put an FE3 motor because like I've seen other people talk about them. The Kia Rio motors or whatever, the Sportage.
Yep.
And I want to find somebody who can be like, all right, cool. I can kind of do it, but I'd rather have somebody who's good at swaps and be like, here, just do what you got to do, man. Get this
Yep.
motor to roll and be like, because like you, I want to get in it and go.
Well, yeah, like that's the fun part about it is being able to, like the wagon. The wagon's great because I jump in that thing and just go wherever,
And there you go. You're just fucking
And,
mobbing. And that's
yeah.
it.
and I sleep in
Hey,
it. I
and
camp
the
in
dog-
it.
Your dog's good.
Oh yeah, she's good.
Okay. Is it raining? Holy shit! So we got it's raining.
Sweet. That means I
Dang.
can drift the wagon around.
There you go. There he goes flying around the corner. Fucking this guy. Dang, dude. So how many mini trucks have you owned like throughout your lifetime?
Probably 6 or 7.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
Any of them were TV dinners? No, they were just all stuff you bought and built.
Bought and built. The one Mazda I had was built in Ohio. I built it. Then I got shipped to Ohio. A buddy of mine bought it. A guy from Wyotech, actually, that I went to school with, bought it. And then I bought it back from him. And then now, because of the deal with that, the guy that got it from me destroyed the truck. So now I won't ever sell anything again. I will watch it just get crushed.
A lot of, and there's a lot of people with you that would probably agree on that, because there's been some trucks that have been passed around.
Oh, there's been a lot of.
There was an infamous either I'm gonna say either a Chevy.
There was a Colorado.
The red one, the one that Steve,
Colorado.
that fucking Dirty got it, and Dirty put it on Mark. Whoever wants it, come, because no, I'm gonna crush it, and he ended up crushing the fuck out of it.
I think Ryan Finland and Patrick ended up with it, and they got whatever parts they could off of it, and then they scrapped it so that no one else could.
Yeah, because
That
Dirty
thing was scary from what I understand.
Oh yeah, and then I think the other one that he's trying to sell is the Navigator. The Navigator is still around.
Navigator's been around for a long time.
But the thing is, it's like there's so many. There's no problems with the chassis stuff. It's just a lot of problems with like paperwork and handing like one parts truck to make another parts truck. Yeah. The framework would be sick.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to get into all that stuff.
What we got going there?
Lucio Chongo said Bluetooth wipers.
Bluetooth wipers.
Yeah,
just like SEMA with those Bluetooth axles.
We were at the Rockabilly show at Lake Pleasant, and there was a rat rod there, and it had a turbo hanging off, and it had nothing connected to the turbo. It was just sitting there. So it was a Bluetooth turbo.
Bluetooth turbo. Oh shit! The wave of the future now.
Nico said, "Hello everyone. A little late to home from work on the Pathfinder." Chris Goodwin said, "Howdy y'all."
Nice. Hell yeah.
Mickey 713.
Oh shit.
Said, "What up?"
Hell yeah, good to see you guys. Glad to have you guys tuning in. Yeah, we got Mr. Vanilla Gorilla in the house over here talking trucks. And we're going to get to this controversial question in a moment. But schooling, because this is going to be funny. This is going to be funny, and this is a fucking crazy thing. I went to Wyotech, and I graduated in 2003. This fool was at Wyotech throughout, and he graduated before I got there, like as I got there, he was already getting ready to finish up. So that was crazy. That's a crazy story because like Wyoming was Wyoming.
Wyoming is Wyoming.
Yeah, like they were behind. They were behind in the times.
For sure. Yep.
Yeah, I took trim and upholstery and collision refinishing.
I did automotive, and then I did hot rods. Hot rod
and chassis fab.
Hot rod and chassis fab, and then I did the metal side of it too for metal fabrication. So I did 4 or 5 courses there.
Yeah, I only did those 2 courses, but I ended up doing a little bit of the chassis fab stuff because I made friends with one of the teachers, and he was just like, just wear your shirt and come and and I'll call your name.
They were always cool about that stuff.
Yeah,
that it was.
I think it was because they wanted kids to fucking learn, like.
So it's funny because I tell people all the time. People talk about college education like it's great for some people. That's some people's thing, but there's other people that are like us that work with our hands.
It's something that
and that's me. So a trade school, that's awesome.
Yeah,
it's I know people that are in the plumbing industry that make more money than their spouses that are doctors because of
or even office people.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember when I was at Wyotech. There was always just like when I got a hold of the video, my mom, my brother went to AAI, my other brother went to drafting school, and my other brother didn't like it wasn't his thing. So when it came to me, I was like, and I got the video and I was like, I want to go here. I want to go to Wyotech. And I was like, hell yeah. And my mom was just like, all right. And then when I went there and graduated and like saw the cars that were being done, the comp cars that we used to beat the shit out of.
Yep.
And these were cars, guys, like when I took collision refinishing, these were cars like that people donated, right?
Yeah, so the school would get donations or stuff like that, where they would get cars, and they thousands of cars that were in there that we got to work on.
Yeah, and they were split between both buildings.
Both buildings.
Yeah, you guys got them running, driving, and by the time
did all the body work on them. Yep.
Yeah, and we got them off fucking barely running and driving. Half of them, but they were gutted out cars by the time collision refinishing. They were gutted out, and they were just like, all right, we were pulling dents, and the teacher. I remember when first day, teacher walked around with a fucking. When we got into the shop, he walked around with a fucking ball peen hammer. Fucking walk up, and everyone's in their line. We're all lined up with our cars, and he would just walk by and whack, smack the side. He goes, okay, fix that. What?
Nico said there are people with serious degrees who have no clue at what we all do with custom building rides, but they think they know more than us.
Yeah, that's
it is. It's 100% true.
Yeah,
look at the engineers that build cars and the way they engineer shit.
Oh shit.
Let's put a starter underneath an intake manifold.
Yeah, there we go. Fucking, I forgot. But BMW has them in between the transmission and the fucking, or in the tranny housing.
Or you look at a lot of the Dodges with the Hemis and stuff, and they make that stupid tray that comes all the way down.
And there's no reason
the oil
for it.
Filter,
but there's no reason for it.
And it drains down, and then it never comes all the way clean, no matter how much you hose it. And then it drips on the pan, and then it drips all the driveway, and you think you got an oil leak, and it's not even there.
No. It's like my dad said. There's so much plastic shit underneath there. You don't need none of that. You don't need all this fucking plastic junk underneath. Half the new cars, yes, you want your AC, you want your heat warmer, all that. Make it simple. Don't make it where a technician has to rip out an entire dashboard to get to a heater core. No, the heater core should just be like a couple bolts under the dash, or a couple bolts to remove the dash, not like 120 pieces.
Yeah, when I first got out from Wyotech, I moved back to Prescott because I'm born and raised in Arizona, from Prescott originally.
Nice.
And I worked at York Dodge for a long time. And I started on the lube rack. Went from that, did new and used cars. And the stuff that you see is just like, you're like, what in the world were you thinking when you did this? Why?
Dude, I remember working at Fletcher's Tire and Auto, driving all the way to 90th Street in Shea. And then I would fucking crash out in my hatchback. Boss bang on the window. And I remember I wasn't, one of the techs was like, hey man, I need you to check this tire for me. And I need you to check the pressure. And I kept, and I go, hey dude, this is fine. He goes, no, keep going. Fucking tire exploded in my face. Like, it was like a bomb. Bam. And it's like, it's like the stuff that the techs would do. But, and then when you see people driving cars that you're just like, how are you even getting there? Like, how are you driving that? Like, do you even know what putting oil is it?
I had a service advisor when I worked for Dodge at one time. He wanted me to rotate tires on a PT Cruiser. And I get to the front of it, which is fine if that's what you want. But it was cords.
Oh, hell no.
Like, I am not touching that.
Nah.
Like, I'm not even putting my name on that.
I used to like when I worked for Brake Masters and fucking somebody would come in and squealing, grinding, and like our service rider go out there, give them the whole, show them, we'd mic it. We'd take off the tire and you're just like, nah. I would just take off the tire, look at it, and I would just peek. I would just take off the tire and be like, nope. Walk over to service rider and I'm like, you better make sure that they don't drive this out. I'm like, I'm not touching it, dude. I go, I hope they want to fix it. And half the time they don't.
Yep, they don't.
They would be like, oh, I'm going to sell the car. You're like, all right, here, sign this waiver, and get going.
I always notice around holidays is when they were the cheapest. They're like, oh yeah, we got to, yep. And it's even like that with plumbing. You get around the holidays and nobody wants to spend, and I get it. They don't want to spend the money on this stuff, but I'm like,
yeah, but the thing is, you need plumbers.
Yeah.
You need to fucking make sure you shit correctly and the toilet doesn't back up and it's not fucking going up in your house and shit.
Yeah. I remember one morning I got a call for a clogged toilet.
Yeah, the fucking haul ass out there.
Go out there. I put my toilet auger in there and I'm going around and I hear clink, 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 and it sounds like porcelain on porcelain.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay. We're going to have to pull the toilet, see what's going on. Because whatever it is ain't coming out.
Yeah.
I pull the toilet and flip it over, and there's a set of dentures staring right at me. So you're looking right at teeth, bro. And I'm just like, oh, that's great. And so,
then you wonder, how the fuck did that get down?
Evidently, their kids had knocked it over. The grandparents were visiting, and so they're like, well, how do you get them out? I was like, well, you're gonna need a toilet. I said, because the only way it's coming out is to break the toilet. And so I took the toilet outside, broke it, handed them the teeth back. And I don't know what they did with them, and they went and got a toilet. I put the toilet back on, and I signed my.
There you go.
I'm done with it.
It's like and that's exactly how working on cars is.
Yeah, I'm like,
sometimes they're bringing some shit broken with something wrong with it, and they're just like, all right, we got to fix it somehow, make a miracle out of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm sure that guy's wearing shitty dentures around.
Right? Yeah. Why? They're like, Grandpa, why your mouth smell like a toilet? You're like, don't ask, son. Don't ask. Don't ask. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Being a technician and like I did Fletcher's Tire and Auto, I did Brake Masters. I was there for a few years at Brake Masters, and then I did a couple other stuff. And you see things, and then you wonder, and then you're like, you get so tired of working on shit, on other people's shit. By
That's
the
why I
time you
quit
get
working
home,
on cars professionally, because
Yeah.
it was never fun anymore after that. It took all the fun of it away.
in school they make it sound fun. They tell you,
Yeah.
oh, it's a blast, and then all of a sudden you get there, and it's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
You know, Snap-on is like the evil candy man.
Oh yeah,
You know,
the tool rapist.
They fucking you're like, yeah. But no, they're real nice. Like I could never get tools from anywhere. And then one day I was working at a body shop, which is now a dispensary. Back then, J&J Auto Body off of Grand Avenue, which is now a fucking Nature's Med. And they pulled in while like the fucking Snap-on truck pulled in, and I went up there, and he's like, let me have your name. And he's like, did you go to any trade schools? Like, yeah, I went to WildTech. And he's like, all right. And then all of a sudden they took off, and then they fucking made a U-turn, came back, and he goes, all right, man, you've been approved. What do you want? And I'm like, your eyes light up when the Snap-on man tells you, but then they tell, then you don't realize, I got you by the balls.
Yeah, that
Then your payment
$200 payment a week or whatever
for like one
for
tool,
life. Yeah,
one screwdriver. But Snap-on is good. I do have I do got a guy. I got my Snap-on dude that's followed me for years. Like this fool followed me all the way like till my dad died too. Like, and I still do business with this guy, and this guy's like the best. You know, like it's and I buy my shit from Harbor Freight sometimes. Harbor Freight got some good shit.
I buy stuff from wherever. I don't,
You know,
whatever. Being in the plumbing industry, I'm a big Milwaukee guy because they make all kinds of tools just for plumbing industry. So
like Klein does for
yep,
like
for electrical, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm a big Milwaukee guy, and people are always like, man, you got all that expensive stuff. I'm like, you got to understand. I'm like, I make a living with this.
Yeah, and what you want, if you're gonna get good
Yeah.
shit, you got to get good shit.
Yep, that's just
You know,
what it
you
is.
don't want to sit there and have it break, and then you got to go buy another one. Then,
Yeah,
or-
in the middle of a job, and your sawzall quits working.
oh fuck, because you bought the Harbor Freight one.
Yeah,
You bought the
don't want that.
Bayer, and it lasted. You thought you bought the good battery, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
Harbor Freight's good,
Yeah,
bro. Harbor Freight's like
good.
shit. Like you get a good warranty if you pretty much, it's like Craftsman. Craftsman is still the same warranty. You know, if it breaks, you just take
Yeah.
it to them. They give you another one.
Yeah, you have to go to Lowe's for that.
Yeah,
It's like Target. It's like Walmart and Target, Home Depot and Lowe's.
that they got married and they got married and had a baby.
Yeah.
Lowe's, Target had sex with Home Depot, and that's how Lowe's showed up.
Yep.
Fucking shit, dude. Is there anything that you can, tell people that are building something or that want to start building something? Any good advice you give to someone out there that's
Ask a
wanting
lot
to
of questions.
Yeah.
Don't get discouraged. You're going to get people that are going to be naysayers in the industry that are going to tell you you're not good or whatever, or they'll tell you you're not doing it the right way. As long as you're building something safe and you're not going to kill someone when you're on the road, learn from your mistakes. That's the biggest thing. That's how I'm self-taught. I mean, yeah, I went to school for all that and did all of it, but I still had to make mistakes along the way in order to
Yep.
find my way to be able to do things the best
Oh
way.
yeah.
If someone gives you advice, don't act like you know more than them. Take the advice, take what you can learn from their advice and use it to your advantage. Don't ever, because a lot of people, I've learned a lot of stuff from people that way.
Huh? What? I know. The Snap-on, bro. I know. What?
They're talking about the strip
I
club
know.
hat.
I know. That's why. I told him the same shit, that I want one of those hats. No, I know, dude. I know if I get one from them, I'll fucking rock that shit everywhere. That's Super Strip Club. All right, we're gonna get into this controversial question, and it's probably gonna blow up on them fucking minute with a bunch of people laughing about it. So, fuck, motherfucker. I heard you were on fucking live PD, man. What the fuck?
That is true.
How did that happen?
We were having a big 4th of July barbecue, and I'm a show off, who I am. I like to make a scene, whatever, have fun, enjoy it, make everybody laugh, be a class clown.
And then
So we go out and start doing burnouts and donuts in the cars and the trucks. And one of the neighbors did not like it and called
call the cops,
on
right?
us. And
Live
it just
PD.
happened to show be that Sheriff Ram and Live PD showed up. And then I walk out and I'm in a towel and he asked me if I'm naked. I ripped the towel off, all stripper status. Nope, I'm not naked. 3 sheets to the wind. And it was funny because he's all right, well, when we leave, no more drinking and driving. And they all left and we ended up watching it on TV because it was literally
Oh, it's
live.
literally live, yeah. And you're
So, like, it goes to commercial. We go in, it comes on the TV, and then after everything was all done, we went and pulled the street bikes out, and I'm in board shorts and sandals riding wheelies down the road on the R1. So yeah, we didn't hear anything he told us, but
But
luckily the cops.
that's nuts, bro. That's
But yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
so
I remember it's like when I saw it, I was like, this motherfucker. And then I saw the episode, and I'm like, that motherfucker on TV. I was like, holy shit. And
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder if I thought it was gonna be like cops and they like kicking down your door or something. But no,
No,
they
man.
just knocked on your door.
the thing with it was is they can't do anything because they didn't see it.
But they just heard because that
They
lady.
because the neighbors called, so
Damn,
they
full on
can't
live
even
PD.
prove if we were drinking when
So
we did
how
it.
much good business did you get right off the bat because of live PD?
So at that time, I was working at AutoZone.
So everybody
And-
started buying parts.
Everybody's buying parts, but they'd come in and they're like, "Hey, Hollywood, what's up?"
Nice.
But it was funny because I was telling everybody when they first started doing live PD in Pinell County, I was like, "Watch!" I said, "I'm going to be on that show one day."
That's what's funny, dude. Because when I saw that, I was like, "This motherfucker's on TV, dude." I
Yeah,
was like,
people were
"Shit."
all calling me. They're like, "Was that really you on live PD?"
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
what-
"Yeah, it was me on live PD." Like,
That shit was funny.
it
It's
was
fun,
my
though.
stunt double.
That shit was funny. It's fun because they pan around and you see your car
Oh yeah,
in the driveway, and they just kind of like kept panning to that every couple times.
yeah. They
couple
kept getting
minutes.
into the
yeah.
car, and that was funny because a lot of
Oh.
people on Facebook, they blew up on Facebook. Good.
That's why I was like, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying, dude.
And
I was saying, I was like,
there's a lot
everybody
of
had
people
to
that would
fucking
on the
chill.
car page would post a picture of the car, like, "Oh, look at this badass hot rod on live PD." And it was funny because when the whole video when they first start and they pan into that shot of them coming there, Sticks or whoever the announcer was, he's like, "Now we're going to Arizona for donuts and not eating donuts, doing donuts."
Doing donuts, yeah. That's fucking
Yeah.
crazy, bro. That's
And
fucking
so anybody that
badass.
hasn't seen it, it's season 2, episode 66.
There you go, guys. There you go. So if you don't watch that, if you want to watch CJ come out in his fucking
In a town,
in a
strip for the
town
sheriff.
strip for the sheriff from Arizona. I wonder if that fool's still a sheriff
He
though.
is through the sheriff.
He's-
Sheriff Lamb.
is he
He's
still?
a great guy.
Is he still sheriff now?
Yeah, he's still sheriff. He's actually going to run for Congress
Oh shit,
this year coming up. But yeah, no, he's.
dude.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. He's one of the coolest dudes I've ever met as far as like law
Yeah,
enforcement.
you know, it'd be funny if we can get him and you on here, and you guys can talk about that episode, the whole
I bet you
episode.
you
That'd be
would.
funny as fuck.
But and it's funny because my brother Susio, anytime that there's something that I do,
Yeah.
something like that, he always tags Sheriff Lamb. in it.
Oh, that's funny
it's
as
funny,
fuck.
You know, Sheriff Lamb's a car guy.
Yeah.
But he's also gun, pro America.
Yeah.
He's just like any one of us, other than he's just a cop.
Oh yeah.
But you know, the funny part about it is he's all about us having fun. As long as we're not endangering people, he's not
And that's-
all that
and that-
concerned with it.
And that's what it's about. Like a lot of people look at hot rodding and mini trucking and other car enthusiasts, and they're like, "Oh, well, you guys just do burnouts and you guys do all these takeovers." And you go, "Yeah, but we're some of us will have events for it and we'll do it. Like we're not hurting people like some other groups out there that are just being nonsense, and then they their own friends wind up getting hurt
because they're out there
because
doing dumb stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're
you
not."
have to, when I do my dumb stuff, I usually do it by myself and there's no one around. I'm in the middle of nowhere. So like when you see me doing donuts and videos of that, or me running 100 miles an hour on a road and I'm filming it, I'm by myself and I'm on a farm road that if I have an issue, the only person that's taken out is me.
Yeah,
That's
because
it.
you do some badass rolling shots.
Oh
And
yeah.
some of those rolling shots, even I was like, damn, fool, he looked like he got a little like, where he's like, it looks like it's like really close, but not close. You're like, damn, fool, wonder how
Yeah.
fast that fool was going on the freeway.
Yeah, I run that car hard. I try to run everything hard. That's just me. I'm full throttle, 100 miles an hour all the time. I tell everybody I'm always go 100. I'm like, you never want to get me to like the 180 point because that's when I'm like,
from
yeah,
like
That's-
gone. It's like
But-
fucking, it's like Back to the Future. You just see the fucking the
Yep.
tunnel, just that color tunnel, and
that
that
would
was
be a
it.
cool car to build and make super fast as a DeLorean.
Dude, that'd be that. You know what? That would be the shit if you turn that into a salt flat car.
That would be.
And then instead of reaching 88, the whole thing you have it light up when it hits like
200 for
Yeah.
mile an hour. That would
that.
be
No,
cool.
where it hits the whatever the record is.
Oh yeah,
So like whatever, if you reach whatever the record is of the salt flats, that the whole car will start light up like like
Yep.
it's gonna disappear and shit.
yeah, it would be.
That'd be sick as fuck.
So,
He's like-
and they're actually remaking the DeLorean now. You ever see that super?
What
Super
the
blonde?
concept? Yeah,
Yeah, super blonde lady or whatever she is.
yeah,
does
that
the
super blonde.
cars.
Yeah,
She does a lot of cool stuff.
she
and
does a lot of stuff where I wonder if those cars are real.
Yeah, they just did one on the DeLorean,
The
Yeah.
one that they,
the prototype, and that thing looks.
the
sick.
prototype looks sick as fuck. Yeah, dude. But the thing is, that's not a. DeLorean is a it's a
yes.
common shitbox car that
Car,
people
yeah.
were like, the dude made it under less than $100, took a bunch of shit, and then
Threw
fucking
it
literally
together,
just
yeah.
here. Let's hope it makes money.
The other fun one to do would be a Fiero,
Fiero,
Pontiac Fiero.
dude, or Fiesta.
Yeah, that would be.
Like no, an old Fiesta, the
Yeah,
square
the old one,
Fiesta.
the square Fiesta.
Yeah, not the
the
new
ones from Europe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the little square ones would be badass. But a Fiero? Yeah, Fiero would be shit. I think they still
There's a lot of
exist.
people that have been sticking LSs and Fieros. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So
That's like
imagine that.
I know this girl, she has a fucking MR2 and she's like, "Oh, well, I want to do." I'm like, I go, "You can put anything you want in it." I go, "You can go get a Toyota Camry or an Avalon motor and turn it sideways."
I used to own a poor man's MR2.
Oh, what was
The
that?
Nissan Pulsar.
Oh God, dude, that's super poor. That's like the what's the poor? What was the poor man's vet back in the day? The poor man's vet.
Chevette?
The Chevette. No, it was another one. The one that actually had the front end that was off. Fucking the Opal. The Opal.
Yeah.
Opal was a poor man's vet because
Yep.
it had the shape in the front.
Yep.
Yeah, that thing was like. But I remember, dude, those were
Yeah.
a car like that.
Yeah. Well, the underdog cars are always the funnest, anyways.
Dude, my homie had a Pinto. My homie Wolfgang.
Yep.
He had a fucking Pinto.
I've had a Pinto.
Nah, dude, that thing was a shit. That thing was a shit. It was fucking bagged, and it was bagged and fucking had a roof rack on it. And I believe I might be incorrect. I think another homie of mine had it before my homie Wes got it, but I believe it might have been another homie's car. Could be wrong. If it could have been Richard Rachi's car, but I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure. But I remember, and then my homie Wes got it, and then my homie Wes used to drive Death Trap, the Datsun.
Yep.
Remember that Datsun? That fucking Before they made the other Death Trap one,
Yeah.
he had the first Death Trap, and then remember that picture on Mini Trucking where all the Festers, and then they have Death Trap right there. That was when my homie owned it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that big ass photo, yeah, dude, that thing was, dude, you sat in that thing, you were literally laying down in it, like.
Yeah, there's a lot of rat rods and hot rods and stuff that are like that too. That where they build them like that, and you're just like
You're scrunched down, and it's like,
and they're cool for that factor. But at some point,
comfortness, right?
Comfort. You look at those guys that have like half doored their trucks, and the motors are over the roof. I'm like, why? It just at some point,
it's like some of the body trucks,
Yeah.
where
and it's cool for that. It's just not my style.
yeah.
Like I
This
said,
it's like for me, some body trucks are cool, but the thing is, the headroom
Yep.
is where I hate is because some cars I've sat in, some mini trucks, some full size I sat in when they like do a chop, and I feel like I'm losing, like I'm sitting like this.
Well,
I it just feels like that's got to be a toll on you when you're driving
that
it.
whole thing sucks being confined like that.
Yes, sir.
It's not fun. You want to be comfortable.
Yeah,
Like I used to be a big bucket seat guy and love bucket seats. I don't even like bucket seats no more. I'd rather have a bench seat, especially because I drive so much. I can move around more. A bucket seat you only
you
have
only have that. Yeah.
that little square. At least with a bench seat, you can move around and
See, I know that part.
and so I guess you change as you progress in age and stuff like that.
After a while, your
like-
back hurts.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't sit in those bomber seats or
But and I always tell people like dragging. I love to drag my stuff. And the purple S10, I used to
Yeah.
tell everybody that the roll pan was a wear and tear item because it would get ripped off all the time.
that thing was held together with probably zip ties and fucking self screws at
Bubble
one
gum.
point.
Duct tape,
Bubble gum,
whatever.
Yeah, I remember there was a couple times you would fucking kick it
Yeah,
it to make sure
in
it was
so
to
yeah.
make sure it was fucking tight, and you'd be like, "What the fuck?" You'd be like, "I don't want it to fall, man.
Yeah,
I want it to
it's
fall off." I'm like,
wear and tear items. I've drug link bars all the way through link
oh,
bars.
I had
all that
a
stuff.
I had a Suburban I drug through control arms.
I drug a truck so hard coming back from Havasu one time. And actually, I ended up breaking the frame in half behind the cab from dragging it for so long.
And
So-
and you wonder sometimes, like, how the fuck, like, that's got to be hard when you're dragging like that and you just like split that thing.
Yeah,
That had to be a fun drive.
Well, and the problem with it is I'm a show off. I've said that multiple times.
That had to be a
It was a
fun
scary
drive.
ride
Yeah.
because you see the bed go this way and the cab's going this way as you're going through the ditch because I was lifting it and slamming it back down.
Oh, so
Yeah, I
when you
was
went,
just-
oh shit.
yeah, I
dude.
was being dumb.
That's like, I remember one time I don't know where I was and I was fucking around and I ended up popping a bag and I was like, and then I had to pull over and fucking
was in
fix
a-
that shit.
I was in my Tacoma one time and I had fast bags with nitrogen on them, and I was being a show off for the girls right at Hooters, right there on Mill.
Oh God.
When Hooters was
Yeah,
there,
yeah. When it was
and
a
I hit the
shit.
switch to lift it up, and I never took my hand off because I'm yelling at the girls, not paying
Oh,
attention.
dude, you just blew it.
Blew all 4
Oh,
bags
fuck.
right back onto the ground. Yeah.
Ah.
So yeah, I mean, I've done some dumb stuff.
Yeah,
Kids,
but
you
it's
know,
fun,
we-
dude.
oh,
It's
dude,
it's fun.
great.
Yeah. When
But-
people are just sitting there like, what the hell? And you're like, how do you drive that? How do you get how do you
Yeah.
do this? And you're like, it just happens. We get it and drive
Suspension's
it.
broke,
Yeah,
don't
it's
worry about
busted.
it, it's fine.
Yeah,
We
we're
get out
fine.
and pick it up, and then
And
set
they're
it
like,
back
yeah,
up
and they're
and
like,
get
what?
back
No,
in
you're
it.
fine. Yeah, it's good. I remember when I lived with one of my roommates, Big D. Fucking, we had the HOA dude or the city of Peoria, and he came up and he goes, I believe that truck is broken. And and he goes, I don't know, man. And he goes, doesn't look broken to me. And he fucking pulls out the switch and he's out of the driver door and he kind of hits it and it goes up and he turns it on. He's like, it's not broken.
Yeah, the last HOA I lived in, they didn't like any street parking whatsoever. So I had the Bug and 2 bikes in the garage, the work truck and a mini truck in the driveway, and then I had 2 mini trucks on the road, and I'd make them laid out because the tow truck guy would never tow them because they were laid out. So they just put tickets on them all the time, and I just let them sit there. And I was like, all right, I'm done with HOAs. I'm like, you can't do it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I just have too much shit.
That's like where I'm living now. It's like that. And then now like we're building a big old fence and putting everything in the back and
Yep.
you know, and I literally and the HOA people are just like, cool, that's awesome. Like all excited because we're building the fucking fence and like we just don't want you perverts to see us. That's all.
The funny part is, so like living out in Florence, and I live close to the prison area. is
That
driving-
gated community, bro.
Yeah, the gated community. You know, the funny part is I live there, and I lived in the prison at one time, a point in my life too. So it's kind of hand in hand. But you know, you drag that section of 87 right there, right in front of the prison and stuff, and it's kind of just cool because you know how
Yeah.
illegal it is, and then
Yeah.
you're doing it right in front of a
Yeah, and
prison.
it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But like I said,
I want to do it when you start approaching the sign that said "Do not pick up hitchhikers."
Yes,
That would be a sick ass picture when you're flying and just dragging the shit out of it.
I remember walking that sign. I had to walk into Queen Creek, and there was nothing out there at that time. There was only the Circle K by where Derek and them guys do that first
Yeah.
the first Fridays.
Mhm.
That Circle K right there is the only thing there. So I walked all the way from Florence to that Circle K to get a phone call to get someone from Prescott to come pick me up when I got released.
Fuck.
Yeah. And all because of that don't pick up hitchhikers.
Don't pick up hitchhiker sign. Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's like
Yeah, it's
to do it. Yeah. It's like damn.
that stuff's funny though.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, dude. It's like crazy, man. A lot of crazy times. Short knowing that it is a small world.
Yeah.
Knowing that we were in school almost at the same time.
if we didn't cross paths.
Yeah.
Well,
And
and
it's
it's funny that we knew a bunch of the same people
Yeah.
that were there at the
Yep.
same time. So
yeah, so it's always fun, dude. Like I like it's a small world, and it's good to have a fellow tech student.
Oh yeah, dude,
You
it's
know.
awesome.
Did you ever
It's
have
cool.
one of those shirts? Techers love your daughters.
Yep.
Yeah, I was wanted one of those.
Like I told you, we started because we used to try to party with the UW guys in the frat houses. They wouldn't let us, so we started Ticker Tapakega.
Ah, yes.
And so we had the apartments that we stayed in. They were upstairs and downstairs. We had the downstairs apartment, and to go upstairs, they had this big closet that was screwed to the.
Wait a minute. Was that the party that they had jungle juice at the bottom in someone's tub, and then
Yep.
you had to go to the
Yes.
second floor to go get to the keg that was in the bathtub,
Yes.
and then someone's other apartment was just a bunch of just like everybody just chilling.
Yeah, and
smoke-
they had motorcycles.
Yeah.
With motorcycles.
Yeah,
in it.
yeah, and
that
it was like,
us.
fuck, dude. Damn, dude, that's
Yeah.
that's
But,
fucking
yeah,
awesome,
so we
man.
would store everything inside that closet because it stayed cold all the time. Because all they did was screw a piece of wood there.
Oh shit.
So that way, when the guys would come in and do our inspections for our
For
dorm
the
rooms,
yeah,
our
you would
dorms,
have all that.
they
It's
wouldn't
fucking
know what
sucked
was
in.
there. But yeah, so
Yeah, I used to go party at the Downey apartments
Yep.
that were not that far from school.
yeah, we used to overtake the church parking lot, but we filled that whole valley up right there, right by the UW, with doing burnout contests and all that stuff. We'd get locals driving by, and we'd stop them doing burnouts, and that's
It was fun, dude. That's crazy. Like
It's yeah.
small world, man. And
Yeah,
now you're
I'll try
doing.
doing that stuff. I'll be in jail.
Mm-mm,
So,
mm-mm.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
and
it's,
now you're building hot rods and doing your own thing
Yeah,
and
doing
just
my own
building
thing.
everything, man.
try to help out as many people as I
Oh
can.
yeah, that's a lot. That's still farthest distance.
Yeah.
He's still the farthest distance guest we have. So next guest got to come farther. You know, But that's awesome, man.
Yeah, no.
Are you going to any other shows that you're attending? Are you going to any mini truck shows? Any
Yeah,
hot
I'm
rod
gonna do the
shows?
Cruise of the Pines. I'll probably see Derek and those guys tomorrow at their first Friday.
Yeah, yeah. there.
I don't know. I just try to hit a bunch of random stuff. I like to hit all kinds of different shows. I like to do a lot of out of town because I see so many of the stuff in the valley all the time. So I
Yeah,
like
and
just
it's
to get a change of pace and meet new people and do
Yep.
things like that.
hell yeah, dude. That's
But-
what it's always about.
You know, I enjoy all my buddies that live here in the valley that I've met throughout all the years, you know. But it was just like I was up in Prescott hanging out with my brother, and Tom was like, anybody want to come play mini trucks? I was like, yeah, I'll be right over there.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
he
yeah.
knew exactly that. He told me, he's like, I knew you were in town as soon as you said you'd be over in a few
Right?
minutes.
Yeah,
And it was cool to get to walk around all of his
and check
stuff.
out the stuff that he has.
Yeah, dude,
Oh, some
'cause
of
it's
those
just-
are very iconic trucks.
Oh yeah,
like-
very great trucks. I'm
you
so
know.
glad that he's able to do that. I've known Tom. So Tom's dad and my dad worked together at the city of Prescott. So I've known him since we were little kids.
Oh shit, that's
yeah,
fucking
we've known
badass.
each other for years and years.
Yeah.
And dude, he's one of the most awesomest guys.
Yeah, I
you
know
know,
Tom.
And
I know Tom.
I
Tom's a
absolutely
cool
love the
dude.
guy to death, and I'm glad that he's able to do that with those.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was honored to be able to walk around and just look at him.
and
you
that's
know,
tight,
it's-
dude. And a lot of people are, a lot of people don't like him because like, oh well, what he's doing is he's just
You know
doing
what?
what Fester did. He's
it's
a
awesome.
modern day Fester. He is picking up vehicles, saving them, restoring them, taking care of them, being a
curator.
curator.
They're more jealous because they can't do it, is what it comes down to.
And it's
I've
like-
noticed a lot of people that want to hate on people is because they're jealous of what they have.
But
I'm
it's,
happy that he's able to do it, and
and
can
he
do
does it. He
and the
does
thing with
it.
it is he shares it with people. It's
Yeah.
not like he's just trying to hide.
No,
He
no.
takes
But
them out to
but at
shows,
the
he
same
drives
time,
them.
he's letting people see it. But he's also telling people, hey, I am gonna redo something, or I am gonna,
Yep.
So, But yeah,
Yeah.
Tom's a good dude. Hopefully one of these days I'll get him on the show.
If you get him on
hopefully.
here, I'm telling you, I'll come
Hopefully.
hang out with you guys.
Hell yeah.
I'm always.
I had
down.
Joey on the show, and
I know.
and that was
You
a
know who I'm
good.
surprised didn't chime in today was Havasu's best snob polisher.
Oh, fucking Burbs.
Yeah, gay
Burbs, yeah, Burbs. Burbs. No, he probably will. Oh,
Yeah. He does
Burbs
metal
has his
polishing.
metal polishing. Yeah, he'll take anything that's dull, shine it right up with
Yeah.
that spit shine.
The inside joke is he's a knob polisher.
Yeah, he'll spit shine it for you. He makes sure to. Hey, it'll he'll make that shine so chromy. It'll be super shiny. Yeah, it's like the old basketball term. She could suck a garden hose through,
a golf ball through a garden hose.
yeah, or she could suck the chrome off a bumper hitch. Yeah.
Start a Harley.
Nah, he'll. Yeah, he's a good dude. Like
he's an awesome
he has his truck got hit.
Yeah, his truck.
That's
hit.
fucked up, dude. They got hit in a parking lot somewhere, bro.
Yep.
And now he's rebuilding it. It's coming back. Count 2.0 from what I
I
heard.
think it should be like Dora the Explorer when it comes back or something like that.
Like
but
the
hey,
big.
you
He's gonna redo it. Something he says. Yeah, he's still got to pick up that fucking dashboard or have your dashboard, asshole.
Cabbage Patch Kids. Something
Yeah.
like that.
something- No, you ever see his picture with his All right. Yeah, so I want to thank you again, man.
Yeah, of
It's
course,
been
man. Thank
fucking
you for having
awesome
me.
and
It's awesome.
long distance driver living in that gated community.
Yes.
This guy's building hot rods small world. We went to the same automotive school, bumped into a lot of same people. Quick shout out to Wyotech.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, I want to thank you again for being on the show,
Yeah, I
and
wanna thank you for having me, man. It was
dude,
awesome. I enjoyed it.
hopefully we'll bring you back on, and
Yeah,
you can
anytime, let me know.
bring some merch, and we'll see if we can get some more guests, or bring you and your brother.
Yeah, I'll get my
Like, and
brother
we'll
to come
see
the
some
next time,
shit,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
this
it's
maybe
fun.
one of these days we'll have you guys bring one of the cars out, and
Yeah, I'll do donuts right out there.
There we go.
Out in the
Shit.
middle of the road. I don't care.
There we go. So, all right, guys. Hope you guys liked tonight's show. We want to thank Mr. CJ, the Vanilla Gorilla. So, hopefully, you guys have an awesome time. Remember, guys, a lot of shows coming up this weekend. Next week, we have an awesome guest. So, coming in, and then we have another surprise coming to you guys. We have Art of Noise. So, Art of Noise is going to be that one. And then you have a couple other shows, and then some local shows that are coming up. So just remember, guys, we are here to get your mini truck news. Thank you again, CJ, and everybody here at the Lane Frame Podcast. Tune in next Thursday. All right. Bye, guys.